Yeah, so you enjoy your stay in the Philippines and wishing you the best with baby.
Thank you.
Yeah, with your own baby.
Yeah,
okay?
right.
Take care of her.
I will, I'll take good care of her.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah, she takes good care of me too.
Yeah.
We love each other a lot. We met on Facebook. It's kind of weird. Facebook. I got a Facebook site for my business, okay? She just started Facebook, had no friend or nothing. Somehow my name popped up. She don't even know how. And we started talking, typing on Facebook.
Right.
And we started talking about God. And then we started talking, and I went hunting last year. And I was in the tree stand. I had eyes on my beard and mustache. No, I shaved my beard off there. It's been 15 years. I've always had a big beard. But I cut it off short when I got here, and then I cut it off all the way for the first time in 15 years. Anyway, I'm sitting in a deer stand, and I'm like, I'm trying to text her. I'm barely getting internet out in the middle of the woods, not watching what's going on with the deer. And I'm like, well, why don't I call her? So I tried. It wouldn't work. So I called Next Sprint, and I got international. And we started talking, and I don't know. I couldn't understand her. She was shy, and And anyway, we got to talking, and God told me a couple days later to go see her. And I'm like, what? And I told my buddy Sam, I said, you know what? God spoke to me and told me to go to the Philippines. He said, you're crazy. I said, yes, I am. I am crazy, but God told me now. I said, I'm not crazy. I hear his voice. And I said, I'm going to go. So I come home for a couple days, check on my house, bought the plane ticket, went back hunting. So right after I got done hunting, I come over to see her. And the first day we met, I sent her money so she could get from her island to Manila, which I didn't know how hard it was. It was a travel, the boat, the bus, and all this, but whatever. I wouldn't make her go through that now. There's an easier way, but I didn't know it at the time. And she met me at the airport, and it's like the first night we stayed up all night talking, it's like we knew each other all of our life. Just like that. And I mean, we got into one argument because her mom, first off,
in Zambales.
yeah.
Remember?
Well, the argument we got into was after the visa got denied.
Yeah.
I was telling you, but I know. I was stressed out. She was stressed out because her mom had a bad stroke.
So which visa was?
The first visa, I was trying to get her a work visa to come work for me. I didn't know what I was doing. Didn't know what I was doing at all. I thought, oh, it won't be a problem. I mean, I'm dumb. You know what I mean with that? When it comes to that, I didn't know. I'm dumb about it. Anyway, we got into a little argument. We was both stressed. It was my fault. I apologized 100 times, but that's the only argument we ever got into. I mean, we get along perfect. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, your story between baby and you is very good encouragement to others, because we saw other foreigners looking for 20 in their 20s Filipina.
Yeah.
Right? Younger. That's why we got a lot of subscribers in their 30s or 40s above.
Yeah.
Asking us for help to find a foreigner. But some of the foreigners that we know wanted younger. So.
Well, I mean, it's, I know, you're a lot younger than him, but you're really mature.
Yeah.
Here's the problem, though, Beth.
Yeah.
If I'm 50 years old and I get a 20-year-old girl, we don't have nothing in common, and she's a kid. I'd be raising my wife, honestly. I mean, she didn't know what life's about yet. And I mean, that's the problem, that these foreigners that want 20-year-old girl and they're 50, 60, 70, that's the problem they're going to have, because I've talked to them. I'm like, well, you guys are supposed to be together. I have nothing against that at all. I'm just saying, I see some of these guys with these girls, and they're old men, and they tell me, well, she wants me to, she don't understand because I got to go to work. And he's working on the computer right next to her, but he's not giving her enough time, the girl's saying. I'm like, well, you know why? Because she's 18 years old. She don't know what you have to work 8 hours. She just takes the ATM card, money comes out. It don't work that way. That's the problem of having young people. But I wasn't looking for no one at all, honestly. I told God two things. I said, I want to be happy, and I want a wife. That's all I want out of life, to be happy and have a wife, so I could share the happy. Because I can only be so happy by myself.
Yeah,
I didn't try to go out with anyone. I mean, I went out. I could tell you stories. And I mean, but anyway, I wasn't really trying to, and it was all mistakes now I look back. But all good come out of it too. I changed some people and some kids in a relationship that I was in after I had a divorce. I got a divorce in 2000. And then I wasn't with nobody for 3 or 4 years, and then I got with a woman, and she had a couple boys, and I helped them grow up, and I also showed her that there is good men out there, and you know, I showed her that she can be appreciated. And then I got with another woman, and she got hit by an 18-wheeler, and I took care of her at home for 2 years. She can't walk or nothing, and I had to change her on, and it was tough. And she's in a nursing home, and I just couldn't do it anymore. And me and her had a lot of talks. I was close to her. I mean, I did love her, and she wanted me to be happy. And we had talks, and she said, "Tell me if you can't do it." My health was breaking down. I was still trying to run the business. She was in the bed. She can't walk. I had to take care of her and do everything for her. I had to teach her how to eat and everything. And after a while, I mean, I got kidney stones. They had to cut a hole in my back to get them out. I said, I can't. I left for the weekend. The first weekend, I had somebody taking care of her. And I went to my friend Mike's in Illinois to help him put some barbed wire fence up, and to thank, really. And God said, you know, you can't do this, because if I break down, I can't take care of her anyway. Then I won't have a business. And I'm going to fall. Everything in my life's going to fall. We're all going to fall. And I went home and told Kim. So we made arrangement. She's in a nursing home. She understands. She helps me the best. And I wasn't with nobody for 2012. Huh?
5 years.
5 years. I wasn't with anyone at all. Didn't even go out. I had women want to go out with me and all. I said no. I said I'm not. I just want to wait on God. God will tell me. We started talking. God told me. Here we are. I'm trying not to make a long story, but you can't cut too much of it out, and you wouldn't understand, you know. But and it was meant to be 100%. I already know that everything's going to be fine, even if there's problems with the annulment. It don't matter. It's God's will for us to be together. We're going to be together. It doesn't even matter what happened. They're just going to stop stuff for a little while, and if they do, it's supposed to happen. There's a perfect time for everything, and it's going to happen. We're together the rest of our life, guarantee it.
Maybe it is you shouldn't be going back to America permanently. Who knows?
Maybe.
If an annulment
You're right.
begins to be extremely difficult and stretches out in the years,
Correct.
then you coming here will not seem such a sacrifice.
100%, right. And it's not even a sacrifice to me now. You know, I told you in the truck, the only reason I want to stay there, I mean, I could live here no problem, but I want to take care, make sure my mom's okay.
Right.
She's old, been through a lot. She took care of me all my life, and my little sister, my brother's, he's dead now. He was 16 months younger, he OD'd, but you know, now she took care of his 4 kids though. I mean, even when Mike was alive, my brother, he was on drugs and alcohol. It's a long story, and so she went through a lot of stuff, and she needs me there.
Well,
for now.
However it's meant to work out.
Right. It's going to be, right. Yeah. But I could come here no problem.
Taas ang buhok. Ang haba ng hair mo.
So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have got it, but I seen Terrence. I'm like, that looks pretty good there. It's been a long time since I had hot chocolate like that. I mean, it was wore out. I'm like, no. And 3 nurses standing around, didn't know what to do for her. And then they said, you got to go out and get medication. I said, no, wait, we're in the wrong hospital here. That's how they do it there. I'm like, okay.
You don't know where to put the...
Oh, I told them, I said, give me the needle, I can put it in her vein. They kept poking her, I said, I know how to do that, just like that, no problem. You know? I'm like, okay, well, and then they said, are you a doctor? I said, yes, I am. Then they answered to me the whole time, didn't they, hon? They thought I was a doctor. from America, because I mean, I knew what's going on with the medication and everything, and blood pressure. I could read all the monitors because I've been in a lot of hospitals. Not for me, for other people, but I'm like, wow, okay, we're in the Philippines. And then hell, I couldn't hardly get out of bed the next day. I was in bed for like 3 days, and I still couldn't get up, and she had to help me walk. And I mean, now when I look to my left, my vision's not perfect, but I got my balance back and all. But I was in bed for a week, and now my chest kind of hurts. I went to the doctor. I only take medicine-wise. I take my cholesterol is just a hair high, and I knew my blood pressure was. I knew I got an artery clogged on the right side. I already knew. I haven't went to the doctor for it, but I had a spell right before I come here. I felt real dizzy one day, and I could feel pressure in my chest right here on the right side. And I set up a doctor's appointment, but I didn't have time to go because I stayed hunting too long. I said, God's with me, I'll be okay. And then I didn't think I was pushing it by driving a motorcycle around the island, and we was staying at resorts. I could feel some pressure, but it didn't really scare me that much. And I was really tired that day. Anyway, I went to sleep. Well, when we was on the other side of the island, I felt good that night. We went out to eat, come back to the hotel. The next morning I got up to take a pee, and I felt a little dizzy and a little bit, and I peed, and I walked out to the ocean. She was still in the room. I didn't say nothing to nobody. And I was like, I'm a little out of balance. We was leaving to come home that day. So we ate breakfast. I didn't say nothing to the people that we ate at it was like it was a place you could stay upstairs. It's like a house for college kids, I guess, where we were staying in Phil town. We ate with the people. We ate right at their kitchen table. And I didn't say nothing to baby. And then on the way home, we stopped a couple times because you're shaking, vibrating on a motorcycle. I'm driving 50 miles. Now, roads like this up and down the mountains, they're not smooth. I mean, they're rough. And I told her, I said, man, I'm kind of dizzy. And I could feel my balance was off just a little bit, but I was like, we'll make it home. And it started pouring down rain. We drove all the way through the rain for like an hour and a half. We got to her house, and I couldn't even hardly walk. I fell right on the wall. When I got off the motorcycle, there's a wall right like that out there in the front. I parked the motorcycle next to the wall, fell on the wall, and I couldn't hardly walk at all. And I knew I was messed up then. And I don't even know how I made it home, because I was driving the motorcycle. Because right when I got off, I was like that. I could see good still. The next day is when I couldn't see very good after me getting sick. And then I was in bed for, I don't know, 3 days, I guess. And then I was pretty weak and still couldn't, but I wanted to get out of bed and try to do something. So I got the motorcycle back out, and we went into Brock for get groceries, and I did that, but I felt kind of weak. And then, huh? Or ticket. For what? Oh yeah, we got the tickets for Cebu. Going to Cebu, yeah. But anyway.
You mean you bought the ticket?
We bought a ticket to go to Cebu for when we was leaving. And I really, when I was laying in bed, I didn't even know if we could even come out, be with anybody or anything. That's how bad I felt, So I went to the doctor, and they gave me a blood thinner. And now I'm taking a 10 milligram blood thinner, low dose of high blood pressure medicine that I've been taking for about 1.5 years, and a low dose of cholesterol. That's all the medicine I take. But I want to go get this fixed, get this artery unblocked when I get back home. It ain't gonna be bad. They do it no problem. I ain't even worried about it. They go in through your groin and go up, and they auger out the artery, whichever one's clogged.
I saw something on Facebook actually that they have something now which actually that it actually swells out to push the artery, because the arteries start to close down, and it pushes them out, and then
it cleans out all the
pushes
plaque.
the crap, which actually I think isn't it
augers,
breaking it down or something?
Breaking it up, yeah.
And then it just gets flushed away.
Right.
And I've seen that a couple of times on Facebook now.
Yeah, they do it.
They have a little computer graphic.
Yeah, they do it all the time. I mean, it's a common thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes they have, if it's clogged up too bad and they can't unclog it, they put a stent in. It's a tube they stick in the artery, and it keeps it open.
Oh, it's like a like putting a sleeve in there.
Right, right. It's not, no problem. I'm not
Actually,
worried.
stint, I didn't realise they were called stints.
Stint.
That's what Mike
Yeah,
from the other channel,
Philippine Journey.
Philippine Journey. Mike,
Yeah, artery.
Mike had
A vlogger from Iloilo.
was it 1 or 2 stints
Stints,
put
yeah.
in?
I don't know.
well, I mean, in America, the
But he
problem
got
is, I
heart
mean,
attack.
there's so much fat in
Not
food.
heart attack, heart
Sorry.
surgery. Mike has a heart surgery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He talked about stints being put in. I didn't know
I
what
don't
they
know
were.
that.
Yeah, that's what they are.
Yeah, Joe's
The two.
saying that stint is
It's a
It's
small
like
tube,
putting-
yeah, straw,
like
like
putting
that.
a tube, which is slightly bigger.
Well, it's like this.
Enough to open it.
It's like this, like you did. You're not done with that. It's like this, okay? If it's clogged, you stick the tube in, then it's solid. Little blood will flow through. That's about what it is.
So the artery
blood.
can't collapse.
Yeah,
I see.
your artery collapse like that, and then your heart, you're gonna have a heart attack. So if it's full of plaque, they can't clean it out, they put that tube in, so hopefully that don't happen, because you're really in bad trouble. But anyway,
So we better get this
yeah.
Yeah.
pillow and stuff.
So her blood pressure must be pretty high for her to be in the hospital, huh?
She looked bad.
Right.
She was dark.
Right. Well, now,
Well, we decided to
And the
not.
tension down.
We decided that we let her stop machine gunning because it affects her blood pressure.
right.
Yeah, because Nanay always said, "Bet."
Well, and how is from her house to your house?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So she looked poorly.
Right, right.
And